I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
All right. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Let's go! You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is, jabronis. Get in here. You already know.
Victory Monday. That's what I know.
Wow.
Victory Monday. Let's go.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, he's starting with the shenanigans already.
Let's go.
But it's okay.
Sam Howell is that guy. Okay? You hear what I'm saying to you? The next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be dealing with Sam Howell. That's all I got to say.
Here we go. We ain't worried about Sam. We ain't worried about Sam.
Let's go.
Get in here, dog. Get in here.
Come on, people.
I'm ready to share this bad boy. For some reason, it's not popping up on my daggone.
I noticed that. Yeah. Let me, I'm going to go to my YouTube real quick. Yo, get in here. Share it with a friend. Let's people know. We got some guests on here today. Got to talk this game. Got a little surprise for my homie.
Oh, yeah. We definitely got surprises. We definitely got surprises in store.
Absolutely.
Oh, look. My mom looking for us. We're going to be on Facebook?
Huh? Yeah. I'll put it on Facebook right now.
He's looking right. Hold. Give us a second. We're getting on there. Trust me, it's going to be one hell of a show. We got some people, some surprises coming out today. Let's go. It's time.
Let's do it.
I know y'all ready to talk to me. I know, and I'm ready to talk to y'all too. So it's going down.
It's going to be beautiful. Oh, absolutely. All right, it's up there.
Let's go. Let me refresh my screen. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
Woo-wee. So much good football this weekend. So much good stuff coming on. Oh, my goodness, it's November. Starting to get cold outside. This is when the win streak starts. You know that, right? This is when that win streak starts. Yeah.
The win streak
for the last 2 years.
For who?
This team. Us. Let's go.
Oh, so just so it can let you down, build you up.
Wow.
So it could be
Isn't that what happens to Dallas every year? Here we I ain't gonna go down that road. Matter of fact, both of our guests have had a share in beating you when the game matters. That's pretty interesting. One took you out in the playoffs. The other one took you out last night. I mean, oof, this is a great show.
Wait. Who took who out in the playoffs?
I mean, you took them out last time, but before that,
wait, don't get it twisted. But it's okay. I know what you're trying to do.
I might have misspoken. It's okay, because they beat you so many times. I'm not worried about that.
I'm excited for it. It can't nothing break me down today. I cried all my tears last night. I'm ready. I'm ready for them today.
Man, let's do it then. Come on,
let's go. Man, let's get into this thing, man. Get in here, share. Let's go. We're getting ready to start the show. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yay!
The greatest show in Northern Virginia. If you haven't heard, now you know, man, where me and my boy Sean get to bring you this great thing called Let's Talk Football.
Come on.
Get on this show so we can talk it up. I'm excited, Sean. It's going to be a good show.
Oh, I'm glad you are excited. I'm very glad you're excited because the day has come, Janae. The turnaround has begun. All right? Let's go. I'm so hyped about this, man. Yo, all our people, come on, pay attention, watch. We know your team is playing. Nay, we ready to get into this thing?
Let's go, baby. I'm ready.
Let's do it. Yo, first and foremost, you know what happens. It's Monday, so we got a game tonight. The New York Jets playing the Los Angeles Chargers. And Janae, at the beginning of the season, we were live when Aaron Rodgers ruptured the Achilles. We were in when he was lost for the season, and somehow the Jets are still 4-3. They have
They holding on. They have a winning record as of this moment. They have a winning record.
Right. So, what you thinking about this game, man?
Man, for me, I'm gonna have to say that I think the Jets' little streak that they have ends here. I think the Chargers have taken it on the chin a couple games in a row, and now it's time for them to win. So I'm gonna call the Chargers are gonna win this game. I'm thinking it's gonna be not a really high-scoring game, but about 17-10 Chargers.
Okay. Ooh,
what you got?
Okay. I like that, but I'm going to go the opposite way. I think New York, that defense is stout, man. They've been playing well. Zach Wilson, I don't even want to say he has flashes. Zach Wilson will play once in a while, all right? When he played, he showed up. I think he'll show up today because he's going up against Justin Herbert. And I got the Jets winning 27-23.
Whoa. 27 points by the Jets?
I'm telling you.
Wow.
They got, my guy Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson.
Does that make the crazy section yet?
Wow. Hey, look. If my Washington could put up big numbers, all right, the Jets could get it done. Let's go.
All right, Sean, we got to get into it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yo, it's Monday, ladies and gentlemen. So you know what that means. It's Overreaction Monday, and crazy things happen this weekend. But you know what show we are. You see the emblem on her hat and behind her. She's a Cowboys fan, and she's been saying a whole bunch of mess. In fact, there was not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, you said you were going to get the broomstick and start sweeping because you were going to sweep the Eagles. Is that what I heard? I don't know. Maybe I was mistaken, but unfortunately, you didn't get it done. The Cowboys lose 28-23, and Janae, I got a coworker of mine that's been talking to me about his Eagles, and he just wants to tell me and say what's up to you, my buddy Chris. Why? What up, Chris?
What's going on, baby? What's going
up,
on?
What up, dog?
What's up, Janae? What's going on? You ready for this beatdown?
I'm ready for it. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it on.
Yo,
y'all was gonna sweep us? Wow.
I know you were sweating. I know you were sweating.
Not at all. Not at all.
I know. Look, I was telling my wife as we was watching the game, fourth quarter, probably like 4 minutes left in the game. I'd never been shaky so much. Like it was getting ready to be like I'm like more into it than I'm into anything in life. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm shaking. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah. It was an amazing game. I mean, it was
best
it was
game
a
of the year.
Best game of the year. It was a thriller. I just feel like the better team prevailed. We just the best team. Dallas, year after year, they talk all that crap and they just can't get it done. This was the game. Neither one of the teams turned the ball over. Dak actually, he had passing yards. He played, better than Hurts. But when it mattered the most, he just don't get it done. Running game was the same, total yards. I mean, we just a better team, as you can see. 8-1.
Well, I beg to differ. The numbers don't say you're the better team. Now you did win, but let me ask you a question.
Okay. Because
they've been saying this is kind of like a record, right? It seems like AJ Brown's got a record, right? Every game he's been doing what? How many yards? 100 and some yards.
125.
No. Y'all put emphasis on him. Y'all wasn't gonna let him beat y'all. So I believe, and that's a good point. But y'all did all that stopping him, and y'all still lost the game. When it mattered the most, CeeDee Lamb, he went off. Dak went off, no turnovers. But when it mattered the most, y'all just didn't get it done. All that
talking. Dak
Michael
Prescott wore the size 17 shoe instead of wearing the 14. Stepped on the sideline. What else could you ask for? Can everything go wrong? The shoemaker, right at the daggone goal line, literally tackled before he even got the ball.
Yep.
Should have been a flag. But I'm gonna give it to you. That they won the game. But I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged after this game because I
Encouraged for
know
what?
we can beat you. I
No.
know we can beat you.
You got to get it done. Ain't no.
We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done.
That moral victory don't mean anything.
We're gonna get it done.
You
We
know what's
11-0
funny
at
is
home, just
when
like y'all 6-0 at home, right? We 11-0 at home.
When y'all go against teams with winning records, you see the 49ers beat y'all down.
Oh, here we go. We're not even gonna put y'all in the same category as the 49ers.
That's true, but y'all can't beat winning teams. Y'all make all that noise about the Jets and the Patriots. Y'all blew them teams out. But when y'all come up against big
we
dogs,
have a say of who we play on the schedule?
No.
Is 9 weeks in, we done lost 3 games. One was a flop game. Everybody got a flop game because if everybody don't got a flop game, y'all lost to the Jets, right? Everybody got a flop game. So when they say Arizona, I come back with the Jets, the conversation ceased because everybody got a flop game.
Arizona, I mean, the Jets actually got a winning record right now. So
we did just say that. Yep, we did just say that.
So hey, what we
as
talking
of last
about?
week, I see how you do. I see how y'all do.
I mean, y'all need to worry about the Commanders coming up on that hill. Y'all is not, we 3 games up on y'all.
We're not worried. We're not even gonna make the Commanders game a game like y'all made them a game. We ain't gonna make them a game.
What? Where's my cookie leg?
Howland's gonna do nothing when it come to us.
What?
We gonna see.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
We gonna see.
No,
All I know is every year when it times matter the most, y'all just don't get it done. And it sound good. Michael Parsons in the offseason said, we the best team in the NFC. They said, you forgot you play in the NFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles is the best team.
We the best team.
No.
How?
We showed you yesterday that we are clearly by far the best team. You guys got the W. But had literally Dak had kept his foot in, got the 2-point conversion, the shoemaker, done.
If I would have hit that 8 game parlay, I would have won 25,000. So that really don't mean nothing. If I would have hit that 8 game parlay, I could be rich right now.
I feel you. I know. I know. You lost the game. But you can't come out of that game feeling like if you play us again that y'all will sure win.
It's going to be a competitive game.
100%.
And what's funny about the Eagles, every week our GM always say, let's go find some players to make us better. We went out and got Bird. We went out and got Julio. Y'all didn't make no deals in the trade deadline. They said y'all should have got the boy from Tennessee,
Henry.
Derrick Henry. But you didn't get it done. So our secondary is really getting exposed this year, and I'm not really happy about that. Because we got the same corners, but we're not looking the same as far as, Dak almost threw for almost 400 yards. So, we got some work to do, but them W's, that's what really matters. At the end of the day.
So we've had our easy stretch, right? We've had our easy stretch, and they were saying, y'all ain't played nobody. Y'all ain't got no easy stretch coming up. Y'all had y'all's easy stretch too. Well, we got the Bills coming up. We got Kansas City coming up. Yep. We got, who else y'all got?
We got
San Francisco.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Then Dallas again, Seattle.
But
y'all gonna lose some games?
You know what's funny? They said that with the Dolphins. They said that with y'all. And we just keep stacking up the wins. So what we talking about? We just keep stacking up the wins. When y'all played a good team, 49ers, y'all got smacked. So what makes y'all think y'all gonna be doing some stuff out here?
Okay. All right,
let's go look at the Dallas schedule real quick.
We got smacked by San Francisco, right? What has San Francisco done since then?
Oh, they lost 3 straight. But that should tell you everything you need to know. If they get beat by the Cleveland Browns and all these other teams, and Brock Purdy, I was saying something. Dak is the quote unquote. People believe he's the best quarterback in the division. Why he should? When Tom Brady was in the NFC East. There was no other quarterback on his level. Dak should be there.
Now we're getting mentioned with Tom Brady. We never said Dak was on no Tom Brady.
No, but in the division.
We've been talking this all day. Tom Brady.
But in the division, Dak should be like Jalen Hurts is, fairly young. You got Sam Howell and Daniel Jones. We don't need to speak about him.
So just made us 8-3. Dak Prescott just became 8-3 against y'all. That's still a great record.
No, it don't
Let's
matter.
talk about the present. Live in the present.
Thank you. My man already fourth year, which is the third year starting. He already been to a Super Bowl. When Dak gonna get into an NFC Championship game?
Oh, here we go.
Come
You
on.
got to
You
a
know-
Super Bowl. Did he win the Super Bowl?
Come on, man.
Did he win?
Good
Can Dak get
gracious.
to a title game first?
And
Can
y'all
Dak
not
get-
going back because we're going to take your spot, baby.
Oh my goodness.
But you must got that new man. That's when y'all gonna take the spot, the new man.
We're going to take your spot. Listen, Chris, when I tell you, you had to have seen, we could do it. That is the man.
Keep hope alive. You see, that's why Jerry Jones was hesitating to give him that deal. When Jalen Hurts' deal came up, they had no problem giving him his money. Dak, it's like, I don't know about this guy. You know, it's like, come
Dak
on.
is making the same amount of money as Daniel Jones right now. They both making 40 mil. You mean to tell me my boy Dak can't make what Danny Dimes
No,
is
he
making?
definitely can. But Dak is like he give me like a Phillip Rivers vibe. He's a good quarterback, but he can't take y'all to no big game. He don't do it. He don't get it done. Y'all got one of the talented rosters out there, and he just don't get it done
All
year
we need,
after year
so
after year.
to you to get to the Super Bowl, all you need is 4 good games, right? If we could just make it so that they gotta come to our house,
Oh, that ain't gonna
y'all
happen.
gonna lose.
Now look,
That ain't
now
gonna
look,
happen.
Now look,
We too far in. We too far up.
Let me interject in here because Janae has looked at her schedule, so she knows what's coming.
Uh-huh.
There's a matchup with Carolina. They got 2 matchups with Washington. Those are both L's. We know that. She got a matchup with the Giants, Seattle, you guys again, Buffalo, Miami. So she got a 3-game stretch that's pretty tough, and Detroit. So Janae, I don't know if you making it that far with that little gauntlet y'all got to play.
I know we got a tough road, but we don't have it as tough as the Eagles.
Seattle. That's
I
another
need-
tough. That's another tough game. Detroit.
I didn't say they weren't Detroit. I did not say they weren't going to be tough. But what I'm saying is,
Buffalo.
y'all got a tough road ahead. So let me break down the Eagles.
Oh, no,
They got the Chiefs. They got the Bills. They got the 49ers, and they come back and play us. That's 4 games. And whether my brother Chris wants to believe it or not, we are undefeated in our house, and we take everybody out. It's away games that we should be worried about because we don't do that away.
Yeah, y'all
But we got
undefeated
those
against
scores.
the Patriots. Yeah, that was a good competition.
After y'all play us, y'all gotta go beat Seattle. And we don't know what Seattle look like because they
You see what Baltimore just did to them.
week.
You see what Baltimore just did to them.
Man,
did-
Baltimore
they did
just
work.
whipped them a new booty hole,
They
man.
did
It's
work.
Come
bad.
on.
Y'all got the Giants, y'all got the Cards, and then y'all got the Giants. So y'all can finish those last 3 out strong. But I got y'all at least losing 2 of those games. I don't know whether Josh Allen gonna come back on y'all and beat y'all with the digs.
It's the every other week.
It's the every other week for him. You know what's funny? When we lost to the Jets, they didn't really talk about us in a bad way because they know Jalen Hurts. He's consistent. He gonna get the job done. So our quarterback, they know about us. When Dak loses, they like, oh, he's not that guy. When Jalen Hurts lost to the Jets, they didn't say, oh, he can't get it. The Jets, we didn't even think about them, and we just kept on rolling down
Have
the
you
field.
seen Monday's injury report though?
Hey,
We
yeah.
put a whooping
Y'all
on
did
the
a foul
whole
play
team.
without tight end. Yeah, Goddard, that boy Bell, he cheat shot it. He broke my man's arm.
Man, I was looking like that was rough, man.
That was rough.
Blandon had to
Hold
put
on
on
to
his
that thing.
side, and he did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was
That
intentional.
was the so now that's what probably hurt us right there.
That's
all
gonna be
go-to
rough,
guy.
man. Your secondary was falling out, man.
Yeah,
Bradbury
Bradbury and Slay.
and Slay.
Yeah.
So if they can keep them out for a couple games,
Man, we're gonna see. Well, we got to buy, so we good.
y'all got to buy this week. Y'all
Yes.
got to buy this week.
We get the boys healthy. Even
The
Jalen Hurts
whole-
need to get
I
healthy.
can speak for the whole NFL that we are happy. Y'all got it bye week.
Yeah, because we the best team in the NFL right now.
Wow.
You mentioned Kansas City. Like Kansas City, they can be beat, as you've seen with Denver beating them. So
that's true.
We,
That's true.
We get the job done. Like I said, I don't like our secondary play. The reason why we won that game, honestly, because our pass rush, they stepped up. And
Hassan Reddick
they
was
got
big.
out the DAC. We got 5 sacks.
And,
Remember, I told you
and
last
that
week.
rookie kept picking up all them damn fumbles. Because
Yeah.
y'all had 5 of them. 5 fumbles. And that rookie just kept being in the right daggone spot every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I mean, but we just get it done, and I believe we got the best quarterback in the NFC East. And even hold on, matter of fact, we got the best
Come
quarterback in the
on,
NFC.
man. The
You don't believe
numbers show you who got the best quarterback.
numbers don't mean nothing. Numbers don't mean nothing when it
Right
comes
here.
to wins and losses.
Wow.
We don't.
Wow.
It don't mean nothing. Dak had an MVP season, but a couple years ago, and he couldn't even make it out of the divisional round. So Dak always put up numbers.
But we gotta see what your boy can do this year. Don't because y'all winning right now, it makes it even more beautiful. Because I love
and we won
Philly
last year
fans.
too.
Philly fans are the best because y'all are realistic though. Y'all get to the very end as things start getting shaky. You be like, oh, I knew it was gonna get a little shaky here. Y'all not gonna make this last until the Super Bowl. It's not gonna happen. Y'all are playing mediocre but winning.
Most teams who come off a Super Bowl, either won or lost, they fall off in the following year. And we 8-1, the best team in football. How is that? Lost our defensive and offensive coordinator. Lost Miles Sanders. He went to Carolina. Like we lost him. We lost Hargrave to the 49ers.
I can't do it. I can't say that this quarterback has more interceptions this year, more issues this year. Yes, you're getting W's. But you got the best wide receiver known to man right now.
Who
you
fault is that?
Be winning the game. You know for a fact Hurts is not the one doing it. I can't let you sit there and disrespect my boy Dak and say he's not the best in the division.
You believe Dak is the best in the division? He's supposed
100%.
to be.
No question about it.
Why the record don't show otherwise?
Sam Howell has more passing yards.
Thank you.
No, that don't count. You don't win games.
Neither do you, apparently.
We have a winning record, Sean. Unfortunately, your argument goes away.
Sean,
what
y'all a game back on Dallas?
Yeah, we 2 games back on Dallas right now.
Dallas has the best quarterback.
Oh my goodness, we not
keeping the best quarterback.
Y'all got the best quarterback, but y'all couldn't beat Brock Purdy though.
Oh, look, Janae, I'm gonna save you from yourself. I'm throwing in the towel. Okay, I'm not gonna let him.
Your argument don't sound good when you keep losing. I get your points.
Come
on,
on,
man. Keep losing, it don't stand a chance.
Dak can do whatever you want. Dak is the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback. Thank you.
He's a Cowboys fan. That's what he's saying.
A Cowboys fan.
But Dak is the best quarterback. If Dak was on Philly's team, there'd be no question.
No, they'd be looking to find another quarterback. That's what that would be.
Oh, here we go. The man got
Chris.
all the interceptions in the world. They give him so much grace. They was beating my boy Dak up at this time with 7 interceptions. They don't even talk about Hurts interceptions.
Because we 8-1. That's why.
Okay, he gonna keep doing that. Look, Janae, Chris, we appreciate you, my guy.
Come on, man.
Back anytime, Chris. Look, I need you. Wait, we only at week 9. Week 13, I need you on back on the show.
Oh, no question. We'll be wrapping up the first round bye.
See what your record is by then after y'all get a couple
we'll be wrapping up the first round bye throughout the playoffs. That we'll be doing that time.
Wow. My man, yo. Big Chris.
Come back anytime. I like
it, man.
Come back anytime. Anytime.
Let's go. Yo, we'll see you next time, buddy. Yes, sir.
Hey,
yeah.
That's my guy right there. I like him. He supports the wrong team, but if he can stand in the gauntlet with this Cowboy, then we're all right. We're all right. I like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, hey, and Janae, that was probably the best game of the weekend because it went back and forth and it came down to the very last play.
Those are the games you want to see, man. That's the games you want to see. I mean, I don't know who wasn't watching, and it was one of those games where it was so close. Yes, Nicole, thank you.
Yep.
I just think that it was so close back and forth. I mean, I was a little nervous when third quarter, the Eagles scored twice and my defense slowed down. But I know Dak, it's not a choking thing. It's not always on Dak. I hate that. It's like last year. Remember when we lost against the Jags? Mm-hmm. And we had scored like 36 points. Oh, yeah. They came back. Dak scores a last-second interception, and it's all on Dak. It was 33-3. Yeah, That's not on the defense. That's not a defensive thing that they scored 30 points. It's all on Dak. I understand, but I'm gonna ride with my guy. I think that yesterday the world got to actually see that Dak is a great quarterback, man. He can facilitate the game. It didn't go his way. I can say we lost, but Dak was great. They couldn't blame it on Dak, even though they want to. They can't blame it on Dak.
Yeah. Hey, give him his due. Over 370 yards in the air, 3 TDs, balled out. But to Chris's point, they did not win the game. There it is. Yo, we got to move on because there was one other game that was super. It was amazing. I mean, outside the Washington game, we know about that. But it came down to it came down to the wire. The Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield drove them down the field, scored the touchdown, and you're like, oh man, this one's over. But Stroud had 2 timeouts, and he somehow pinpoint accuracy maneuvered that team down the field. We got to bring in our buddy AJ because he's a diehard Bucs fan, and we got to ask him how he's feeling.
Let's go, AJ.
What up, baby?
What's up? How y'all doing? First of all, I enjoyed this show. I like Janae's energy. She reminds me of myself when I'm on the Aftermath. So I always enjoy it. I enjoy the passion, despite your team losing. You guys are in good shape record-wise. Dak is going to be Dak. I'm just going to leave it at that. I want to give a shout-out, though, to the Washington team because you did something despite losing players. You added by basically saying you still got to coach and play the game. You did. Now, you were fortunate that you were coming up on a team that's bad themselves, but I enjoy that. I think a lot of times people think when you lose certain players, the team is going to fold. Not necessarily. It kind of actually makes other players work harder because if they can be traded, that means other people, their livelihood is on the line. Exactly. So I used to tell, especially the kids, this all the time that I used to coach. When you see stars leaving, that means you're about to be out the door.
Next man up.
Yourself something. So you guys have a battle. I think honestly, your Washington team can give the Cowboys and Eagles fits because Washington did give Eagles fits, but overall, the Eagles are the best team. Hurts is the best quarterback in the division, in my opinion. Dak, he's just Dak. Unless he changes, it is what it is.
But I will put this out there. I think our defense, our secondary, on the heels, way better than the Eagles. So they're not going to be able to do what they were doing with the Eagles.
Here's the thing about your Cowboys defense. Unfortunately, I think ego drives your defense and it's individualism. And unfortunately, that comes back to bite you. You got stars. Micah Parsons is a star, but at the same time, he's a star that gets in his own way. He has an ego. I could literally tweet something to disrespect him right now, and it'll take him out of his game. So until you guys as a unit can get together, that is something that Dan Quinn is going to have to do because he has to basically try to bring that mentality from the Legion of Boom to Dallas. He hasn't done that yet. So until that happens, that's why your team can go up and down.
Very true.
So
I think, but with bad teams, we're usually up.
Well, yeah,
go ahead and put that out there.
You have the talent to do it. So, but the issue is what happens when you play the good teams and
that's the problem.
And they get your numbers.
Like Washington.
Washington. I think you guys might move on from Rivera, and I think
it's happening.
You guys are building on the future, but now your defenses. I think you'll get more defensive help, but I think you guys want to go into offensive kind of power now with the enemy there. So good luck to you guys. I hope the best.
For sure.
With the new ownership, you guys, I see a bright future for you because you're not going to be stuck. And now we're gonna go to the game. The Buccaneers lose 37-39. Yesterday I was not okay. I can tell you that now. I was distraught. I was flabbergasted. I was bamboozled. I was hoodwinked. I was taken aback.
Hey, wait, AJ. Look, on a level between losing 40-20 to the Bears or losing to the 1-5 Giants, how mad were you?
To the 1-5 Giants, I was mad. You lost against a team that you were better than. Yeah, and it's simply, unfortunately, we don't have a coach that can lead us. And as I already said, this is why I applied for the organization because you have to believe in your players as a coach. And when you don't, you're really just setting your team up for what I call a stalemate of misery, which means it's going to be years and years of promises and hopes. And that's not what it is. The perfect example of believing in your team is, Janae said it earlier, the Texans literally took their running back out there to kick. They didn't have to do that. But what did the special teams coach do? He believed in his player. Yep. I think a lot of guys today, because I've been getting a lot of flack because a lot of people were saying, no, Bowles did this the right way. No, he did not. This is how you can tell people who've actually played the game and actually have been in those situations and who's been on the sideline. A scheme don't mean a damn thing unless the players can execute it. How many times did we see Calvin Johnson go for a jump up ball and they knew what was going to happen, but he caught it? Great players can make things happen regardless. Bowles, unfortunately, is our Achilles heel. This dude, Sprout, is good, but he had 470 yards and 5 touchdowns, no picks. That's a disgrace. And you are a defensive-minded coach. How do you allow them? This basically what wraps up Bowles' defensive scheme in a nutshell is this. No, all the cushion in the world, and he's stubborn. He's very stubborn. So a guy like that, if you're going to be stubborn, take it somewhere else. And his track record shows defense will be solid, but eventually it wears out. He's just not a good coach. He's not a good leader amongst men. He can't make those hard decisions. And I'm done. So at this point of the season, I'm not going to put emotional energy into it anymore. I'm just going to observe and report, and I'm just going to make my analysis so Jason Light and somebody else in the organization can see that I can separate my emotions from the team and just go, okay, it's about winning. But at this point, I've lost 90% of my faith in Bowles, and Canales, our coordinator, 65% because he don't know what he's doing.
Oof. Are you content with Baker Mayfield being your guy?
For right now, yes. The reason why I say that, Baker is not playing bad ball. 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's doing his part. They're still not setting him up. Baker, the issue that I think a lot of people are not realizing, Baker is not Brady. He's not a pocket throwing quarterback. One, he's too short to try to just stay there and throw. All people are going to do, all defensive linemen do is put their arms up in the air. And he doesn't have the vision of Brady. But who does? Brady is the GOAT. That's like Peyton Manning and all those type of players. He is a guy that he's an improviser. He throws better passes on the run. And if you're going to put him in the middle, he needs to get the ball out quick, which means he should already have a play where his first option he knows. He doesn't need to scan. Yes. This offense, Baker is a rhythm quarterback. He needs at least 5 plays to get him going. And that's why I'm content with Baker. Now, if we continue, I think the people are stuck on the fact that this is a loaded quarterback draft this season, but I'm not putting too much stock in that because people thought Bryce Young was going to be the man. And he's not. Bryce Young is not. He's not good. This is his first year has not been good. So you cannot bank on a draft pick. The draft is literally a gamble too.
And I mean, to your point about Baker, I mean, take us through that last drive. I mean, I thought he showed me everything I needed to see in that drive, taking your team down the field. There were some penalties. There was a couple issues, but he was able to drive it. I mean, ice in his veins. Take us through that, and then obviously what happened after that.
Well, absolutely. First off, they finally, I don't know if they heard me on TV, but they finally listened to what I said. Auden is a great catcher in the middle. They never exploit the middle. And when he got the playoff, he literally took him 1 second to know where he was going, and he zipped it. Oh, I think if anything, Bowles owes Baker an apology. Baker had ice in his veins, and he was on a mission, and he did it. Yeah. He did it, and shame on you, Bowles. Shame on you for wasting that. But this isn't his first time being this kind of person. Bowles just happened to always screw us in the big moments. You know what this game reminded me of? The Bucks when we played the Rams in the playoffs in the 2021 season, when the Bucks came back from so many points and we tied the game when Leonard Fournette ran the ball. And what does Bowles decide to do? He decides to blitz against and then do not double Cooper Kupp, and he makes that deep catch and they get a field goal and the game is over. So Bowles, again, he's not clutch. So yes, no, that drive, I was like superb, Baker. But then when that play after that, I was pissed because I don't know if you guys saw it, but Levante David got called for a penalty for throwing his helmet down.
Okay, that's what he did. I was wondering what he did for the penalty.
But he was in disgust, absolutely. And if you guys go check my Twitter out, AJ Turn Up on X, I call it Twitter. Oh, I got a lot of controversy because I put up the cushion and I said, what's wrong with this picture? So, guys, Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean are better at being man press coverage. Gotcha. I think overall, the basics, man coverage is the basics. If you get beat, you get beat. The other guy on the other side, McCullum, he's not that good at – he's still finding his way, but I would have been more comfortable with him playing man than zone. Yeah. Zone is a thinking man's game. If you're not Richard Sherman or you don't have the speed to recover, you're just going to confuse your DBs. And that's if you look at the last play, Sprout, all the receivers were running free like gazettes in the middle of the field. Unacceptable, inexcusable. That alone is a fireable offense. They set a record on your team. And you're a defensive-minded guy. You don't deserve to be in this position anymore. And the Glazers are not going to get rid of him until the end of the season. But at that point, you're losing the locker room and you're shutting down a lot of players. Mike Evans, if I'm Mike Evans, why would I want to come back to this nonsense?
Yeah, he 1 foot out the door. He 1 foot off the door.
If I'm Levante David, why would I want to come back to this nonsense? I can retire or go somewhere else and just get one more big check and call it a day. It's bleak right now in Tampa. I'll tell you that now because we're in a position where coach is more afraid of the other opponents than believing in his own players. And if I was a player, I don't know. I'd have to have a talk with Bowles. I'd ask him, do you believe in me or do you believe in the other team? If you believe in the other team, I think you need to go play for them.
100%.
100%. Oh, yeah. So, look, go ahead, Janae.
No, I was just going to say I 100% agree with him. I mean, half of these players are going to roll out only because of how they're being coached. It's not even working. I mean, Mike Evans only had 4 receptions yesterday. It baffles me that y'all got this guy and he's a beast. And what y'all were able to do without even utilizing him. But if you utilize him, God, you guys, I think it's coaching for sure. Bowles, I think he's out of there. I think so.
Yeah, he needs to be. Hey, but look, AJ, the reason why we even conversed and talked was this morning. I was on YouTube looking at some stuff, and all of a sudden I see this well-dressed man sitting properly, and he's addressing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers about potentially coaching. So I'm going to put you on a solo screen, and I'm going to give you an opportunity. Talk to the Glazers. Talk to Light. Let them know why you would be the best candidate for a coaching position. Let's go. Baby.
Well, as I said earlier to the Glazers and Jason Light, my number one priority is this organization. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This isn't just me coming as a fan. This is me with the mindset of I want to win games. And by winning games, that means you put your players in the best position. And most importantly, as a coach, you must believe in them. If you do not believe in this team and you have more fear for the other opponents, you do not deserve to be a leader amongst these men because these are men and they have confidence and they need that. And that's where I come in. But also, I'm inventive. I'm a student of the game. I ask questions that I don't know. And I'm just here. And I have the energy and passion. And I told you, my biggest thing is passion and accountability. So that is what I would bring to your organization. Again, I can conduct myself in a professional manner. Can I be colorful at times? Yes, but I can know when to be discreet. And again, I'm here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is the number one priority. I do not want this team to fail when there's so much promise and talent. Because first of all, that is not good business. When your team is losing, that's bad business, especially if they have no direction. My direction is glory and greatness. So I say to you, Jason Light, I say unto you, the Glazers, I just need 5 minutes of your time. I have the plays for the offense. I have the scheme that I get for the running backs. And I also have a few things up my sleeve for the defense. So please just give me that opportunity and I will appreciate you for your time. And as always, go Buccaneers.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yes,
If I'm
sir.
trying to hire you,
Let's
I know
go.
I can call Jerry. Jerry, hire my man AJ, man. He got the plays on.
Hey, our colors are almost the same. Come on over to Washington. Come on over. You already know. You know about the mumbo sauce. You a DC boy.
Exactly.
Come on to Washington.
He wants to go where there's a winning opportunity.
I want to go where there's an opportunity in general. I love this game.
Yes.
Let's go.
If they ask me right now, if you're someone to say, do you think you could play? Yes, I'm pushing my mid-30s, but I'm telling you right now, I'm still in good shape, and I'm doing this on a part-time. I have a full-time job. I'm still in the gym putting up 335 like it's
Let's
nothing.
go.
I'm still squatting 400 like it's nothing. I can do a lot of these things, and I have no major injuries. So if I need to come out there for at least 2 to 3 plays, I could do it. But I'm going to be realistic. I just want to pass my knowledge to the game to the younger generation because, again, that's what I'm about.
Squatting 400. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. No, my max was 515. No, 525.
Yeah. All right, Nick Chubb.
Well, yeah, you can definitely play right now. You can definitely be in the gym with them boys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And look, for the folks who don't believe me, go check my Instagram, AJ Turnup. I back up my words with my actions.
Let's go.
But Dallas need a little running back, man. We need you.
Look,
we need you.
Stop. Nobody wants to play for the daggone Cowboys. Get out of here.
I'll go anywhere. I don't care who it is. It could be a team, whatever team has the worst line, I'll still make something happen.
Let's go.
I'll pay you not to go to Dallas. All right, bro.
I like AJ, man. I like this guy. I like him.
Yeah.
AJ. Say it again.
Please have me back on. I would love to continue to talk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yes. We have to have you back.
100%.
Hey, rep your stuff, man. Tell us where we can find you, man.
Absolutely. Please check me out on the Aftermath on 102.9 Game Broad Street South Radio with my co-host Slick, aka the British guy who's always flying on standby. Also, the Bucks pregame, and then you can check out my YouTube channel. It's about Bucking Time. And then also, if you go to my page again and check out the link, you get this fly gear like this. I make my own clothes.
Ooh, I like that.
My motto is turn up in style, and reality checks don't bounce, and respect the process.
Let's go.
Let's get it, man. I love that. Let's go.
Yes, Trust and believe. If you didn't catch it, we're going to put it in the comments.
Yes.
You got to follow this guy. I just did my research. Now I'm on his YouTube. I can't wait to be a fan. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I appreciate
I'm ready, AJ. I'm a believer already.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys' time. I'm actually going to go start my own show now. Thank you both for having me. And yes, as always, good luck to both of your teams. But I hope mine does better. you all have a blessed evening. Thank you, guys.
Peace, dog. Yeah.
Take care.
I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, only on Let's Talk Football. Let's go.
Come on now.
We got a dynamic fan, a dynamic Bucks fan, only on this show. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. You can come and talk about your team too, man. This is beautiful, man. Sean, you made my day.
Come on now. Come on. I knew you would like some of the guests we was going to bring in, and they weren't all bad towards you. You know what I'm saying? So they were nice. They were nice.
Not all bad. Not all bad.
Right. But, let's get into it. Let's go in real quick around the board at the scoreboard. We talked about some of those games that already went down. Let's start here in Baltimore. We guys talked about that a little bit. Baltimore killed Seattle. Lamar went off. What happened to Seattle?
I don't know, but I think the buildup of it, everybody was hyping up the game. I think I was watching Undisputed, maybe Stephen A. I don't know, somebody's show, but they were basically saying that this game was for Seattle to show the world that they were legit. Like, if they can go to Ravens territory and beat them down like they've been doing, man. But that didn't happen, Sean. That did not freaking happen. No. The Ravens 37-3. Seattle didn't even score a touchdown. Man, Geno Smith, 157 yards, 1 interception, no TDs.
Yeah.
Were they exposed?
You know what? I'm hoping so, because the Seahawks play Washington next. So I am hoping that they were exposed to the nth degree. All right.
They're about to take all their anger out on y'all.
Right. I'm not looking forward to that one. All right. But yeah. Honestly, Seattle, I was really kind of upset about this because I saw we were going to play them next, but I'm also like, I've been shouting out Geno, Kenneth Walker, Pete Carroll, that defense. I've been shouting them out all year, and I'm like, you laid an egg like this against the Ravens?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But I will say on the Ravens side, you were thinking that the game was going to be more so Lamar. It really wasn't more so Lamar.
Yes.
Man, Gus Edwards put in that work. He got the 5 carries, 52 yards, but he got those 2 TDs. Keaton Mitchell got the touchdown. They didn't even have to use Lamar. They just used that running game and pushed it. And the defense did what they needed to do. We've been talking about how great the Ravens defense is, but I think they just put the world on notice that they're pretty damn legit.
Oh, yeah. When they're healthy.
That's a great defense that's able to no touchdowns. There's only a few teams that are able to do that, Sean.
Wow. There's only a few teams that get beat 42-10 as well. Moving on. All right.
I see how you do me. I see.
We have to go to probably the best and most exciting game of the weekend. My Commanders get back on the winning side and get the W over a dominant and tough Patriot team that gave us everything we could handle. My quarterback, he epitomized. This game was made in one play. 3rd and 23. The wide receivers are covered. Sam drops back. He's not seeing anybody. He rushes up the line. 5 yards. He gets hit. It looks like he's going down. No, he breaks the tackle and he gets the first down. Does he hoot and holler after that? Does he start?
Oh, yeah. He was pumped up. He was pumped up.
He gave the ball. He went right back to the side to the huddle and said, "It's go time. Let's go." Now, I will also say when we were driving down the field, right for halftime, he did throw an ugly interception. Yeah, and I proceeded to walk outside of the place and yell pretty loud for a good period of time. I was not too thrilled with Sam, but he was able to come back. Janae, honestly.
And that was in the end zone, right? That was like you guys were getting ready to score.
Yes. Janae, honestly, I don't have many positive things to say. I was extremely upset most of this game. We took it down to the wire. And I think what this is making me challenge my view of my team. I know. Everybody knows I love my guys. I think they're so great. But maybe we're just as good as New England. Maybe that's kind of where we're at right now. I know. Breaking news. I just said it. I don't think we're the best team that
it's a rebuild year. You guys are, come on. Just this past week, you got rid of 2 of your great players.
Yes.
For you guys to come out and win the game. Now, I will say the fourth quarter was unamusing. It didn't really, y'all just held them, and it was great. The fact that you held them, the fact that you won after getting rid of players, and I know we were talking about with AJ, the morale can get a little shaken up. You had to do it. Sam Howell, the one positive that I can give is Sam is going to be a great guy. He seems like, I feel like Washington always has a quarterback that's willing to push. Because Heineke had the drive. He wanted to push. He wanted to run. He did the great things. It's just you got to build around him. And I think that's what you guys are going to do. It's a rebuild year. The offensive line is still the offensive line. Nothing has changed.
Right.
So, you got to get what you can get. And W's, take them. As you can get them, take them. That was a game that you needed, especially with Nat Jones miraculously coming back for these games and doing things. You guys beat them. I would take the victory and roll with it. You do got to go and get a heck of a schedule just like the rest of us. But I will say that you guys, I would not be disappointed. You guys did it. But I knew that interception in the end zone. I knew you were pissed. I knew it. I knew it.
I was hot. You already know.
It seemed like he just threw it right to him. Like literally ran to the sideline, and you thought he was getting ready to just go out or something, and he just
yeah. And I remember looking, and when I finally calmed down, I came back, and I was like, all right, maybe let me look at another view. Maybe he saw something and he tried to stick it in. Or no, there was 3 guys around him, and you couldn't even see the wide receiver.
I mean, direct pass. There was none because I definitely looked too. I thought I was like, oh, something's wrong with that. I went back and I was like, no, he threw it directly to. I mean, just
right to him. Right.
Straight lob right into his hands. I'm like, wow, why did he throw that at the end? I mean, you're right there to run out of bounds or something. Yeah, no. But Washington football, it keeps you energized to the very last second, and I know you're tired of that. Like the last second, like, are we going to do it?
I think we've had one game this year where we can actually relax in the second half. Actually, I don't know if we have had one game this year where we can relax.
I was going to say, I don't know.
Atlanta, we were up by 2 scores, and then they came back, so we couldn't relax in that one. We had to pick it. We had to have an interception late. We couldn't relax in this one. Oh, my goodness.
No. I think the last games of all, even the Broncos game, you won by 2 points.
Yeah. We couldn't. We had not been able to relax this year.
Breaks.
No. And it doesn't look like we're going to have any coming up soon. Seattle, we play y'all twice. I know we got the Giants. We got San Fran, the Jets.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins, right. The daggone gauntlet, man. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that. Yo, we're moving on. All right, I got to move on past this. Yo, you talked about our old quarterback. Hey, he got the start yesterday for Atlanta. Taylor Heineke and the Falcons lose to Josh Dobbs and the Minnesota Vikings 31-28. Janae, this was a sneaky good game with 2 quarterbacks that are notable backups, but they played good.
They played good, and the crazy part about it is Dobbs. They said Dobbs didn't even talk to any of the offensive players.
Yep.
Didn't do any plays with them at all. Just literally got the book to study. Came out there, looked like a freaking monster.
Yes.
Like he never missed a beat. And Sean was saying, I think Kat had told him that he's got photogenic memory.
Yep.
Which I totally believe.
Yeah.
I totally believe it because I was telling somebody when they were saying, Cardinals beat us. I'm like, they beat us the year before too with Dobbs. Dobbs is good. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He just got to get a team. And I think that it's sad that Cousins has gone out like that, and prayers up to him to get better. But I think they're in a good position to have Dobbs. Yeah. Dobbs just needed a good team to get by. I mean, they can do it. The Vikings are sure enough able to do it. They just were not connecting. Things were not. I don't know what was going on this year with Cousins and getting the players the balls. I think Dobbs can do it. And I mean, think about what happened, and it's happening.
Yeah, you absolutely predicted it would happen. And I mean, think about that. Not only did it not have now Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook was traded away to the Jets. Yep. And then you also don't have Justin Jefferson. So you're playing with backups, and Dobbs he went out there, guns blazing, and went toe-to-toe with Taylor Heineke, which we know. Taylor, he might throw an interception or two, but Taylor is going to get that team amped up to play.
And it looked good.
He did. He looked real good. And I think, honestly, going forward for both of these teams, they might not have found their guy for the future, but for this season, I think Dobbs in Minnesota, I think he could potentially turn that around. And I think Taylor Heineke is going to be good for Atlanta.
100%. I absolutely think the same thing. But, we got to move on, Sean. There is another game we got to talk about because this NFC team is a quiet sleeper. They should not be slept on. The Saints 24 to the Bears 17. Once again, the Saints do it. Once again, they're 5-4, and they're still in it, winning games. It is the Bears, but the Bears have had some good games lately. But I mean, it's the Bears. But Carr was able to do his thing: 2 touchdowns, 211 yards, no interceptions. It looked good.
Yeah, and that Saints defense came to play. Obviously, Justin Fields didn't play in this one. Tyson Bagent was still in the ball game. But, hey, the Saints, they came out. And look, this thing was tied. Later on in the game. The Saints were able to get it done. Montez Sweat out of the Washington trade, he actually played in this game for the Bears. And they've already paid him almost $100 million, you know what I mean, on a 4-year extension. So he did a little bit in there, but I think at the end of the day, it was the Saints being able to do just enough, just a little bit more to get 100%. Over the hump and get that dub, man. So, hey, but yeah, you're right. They're a sneaky 5-4. And I mean, right now, a potential playoff team. And it's like, oh, okay.
They definitely, they right there at the wild card right there. It's just, they're right there. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. But we got to get on. There's some teams that we just don't even need to talk about. They did not need to get rid of Dobbs because clearly the Browns beat the brakes off of them. 0 points scored by the Cardinals. 27 points scored by the Browns. 2 touchdowns, 219 yards. Deshaun Watson look a little bit more healthier than when he came out this time. You know, the health scare of if, P.J. Walker was going to take his job or not. No, he's not going to take his job. Deshaun Watson came out, did his thing, scored. Amari Cooper got a touchdown that game. Clayton Tune. No, not the quarterback. I mean, I don't even understand. Maybe what did they get for Dobbs? The Vikings got for Dobbs?
I think they got a pick, but it wasn't a high pick. I know that.
Yeah, they probably should have kept Dobbs because Clayton Tune didn't do nothing. 2 interceptions, a grand total of 58 yards. 58 yards. I don't even think I've heard of a 58-yard game.
Nope.
From a quarterback.
Nope.
Yeah, so we don't need to spend much time on them. Clearly a total domination game, which is crazy. I will say the Colts and the Panthers, man, the Panthers still suck. 1-7.
Yeah.
Not getting any better. Bryce Young, like AJ said, these young quarterbacks are not doing much.
Not doing it.
Just Bryce Young. He's really not doing much.
He's struggling.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. It's bad. But Gardner Minshew went out there, scored his touchdown, 127 yards. They got my boy Jonathan Taylor running the ball, 47 yards. They got the job done. Surprisingly, they got the job done. I'm shocked. But the Colts do it again.
Yeah, they got it done. I think this was more on Carolina's deficiencies than it was on the Colts because just like you said, they didn't have over 100 rushing yards by any of the running backs. Gardner Minshew did enough, but I think it was more in the fact that, the Panthers are they're having a rough season. This is it's not going to get any better anytime soon. Let's go overseas. Let's go to Germany for the very early game. Kansas City holds on to win 21-14. Janae, this thing was 21-0 going into the half. Didn't think there was any hope for Miami. Then all of a sudden, Miami starts clawing back. But towards the end, they get to midfield, and then all of a sudden, I mean, the one pass from Tua was just, it's like, wait a minute. And then he fumbles the next snap, and that's how the game ends?
Game over. And the thing is, the Chiefs still don't look like the Chiefs. No, they still don't look like the dominating Chiefs we all know. But they got the W. I mean, this is like, is Miami who we thought they were coming out? Making 70 points.
Right.
It's still the same team, Sean?
That's the thing, because Miami now, whenever they're playing a tough team, a Buffalo, or like the Chiefs, they seem to struggle. They can't get it done. So it makes you wonder, were we too quick to say Miami's the, Super Bowl caliber team? We know they have an offense, but that defense, man, and Ramsey's back too. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely a little shoddy. Shout out to the Chiefs, though. They did get it done, 21-14. Definitely a shocker that it went like that, because I definitely thought the Chiefs would have more points on the board since it was 21-0 early.
I thought that thing was going to be a blowout in the second half. So
100%. It just didn't go that way. It is what it is. Sean, the Packers pull it off 20-3 against the Rams.
And just when people were asking questions about Jordan Love, now all of a sudden you're able to crush the Rams like this. Shout out to, Jordan Love. I mean, he's a lot of people say he's on the hot seat. I've been one to ask questions. Is he the right guy for Green Bay? This doesn't really sway me because the Rams have been struggling too. So good win, I guess. You know what I mean?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. But they won. They got it. Aaron Jones started turning the ball, getting the ball like they should be giving it to Aaron Jones, 73 yards, a touchdown. Luke Musgrave actually got a receiving touchdown. I'm still not sold on Green Bay. It's still, 3-5. Nothing to write home about, but they did get a win against the Rams, so shout out to them. But what's going on with the Rams, Sean? Like, are the Rams, Cooper Kupp is back? Is he not really back because he doesn't look too healthy? I don't know.
Look, they don't have the running game. The O-line is suspect. But still, just to put up 3 points with Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, you have weapons. So it really makes you wonder, man, do they need to blow things up? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, now Stafford didn't start this game. Brett Rippon, the cousin of Super Bowl 26 Washington Redskin Mark Rippon, let's go. He played in this game. And look, they couldn't really get the running game going. They couldn't get the pass going. It was just a rough day all around for the Rams.
Rough. All right, and we got to talk about it. The last game of the night, the Bills and the Bengals. The Bills take another L, ladies and gentlemen. They are 5-4, and the Bengals look like they are coming back. Joe Burrow looked hot, 348 yards, Sean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, looked pretty daggone good. Mixon got a touchdown. But my boy Josh Allen, what's going on with Jay Allen?
I don't know. I think he having to do too much. He's their leading rusher. He's their quarterback. I mean, he tried to get it to Diggs. He's getting to his tight end, but at the same time, he's just having to do too much. He cannot be the running back and the quarterback at the same time.
His y'all got running backs to handle it too much longer, man. But we've been talking about this now for a couple years. He's always doing the most. He's got to do everything for the team. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I just think that this is a real struggle. Yeah. And even if with his rushing yards, it was only 44 yards. So it's like, come on, you don't got nobody that can get better than 44 yards on your team. Right. At least Mixon's, getting it in, on the other side. I just think it sucks because Josh Allen is not going to be able to sustain doing this.
No, he's not. And I mean, hey, we've said it multiple times. The Bills are the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because this game wasn't close. The score said, a 1-score game, but the thing was 21-10.
It was bad from the beginning.
It wasn't pretty. Yeah, it was not pretty.
It sucks though because it's like the Bills got to get it together. We got to play the Bills. The Eagles got to play the Bills. I think it's
we already played them. We're done with them. No, we already played them. And that was my birthday gift, a 37-3 whooping. All right, so I don't want to talk about Buffalo. Good gracious!
It's okay, Sean. They did play Washington.
Yes,
they were good then. They're not good now.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what's happening, but I do think the Bills got to get it together. It is not a time where they could be playing around. I mean, right now, Sean. The Jets have a better record right now. Less losses, but they only have 3 losses. They've got 4 wins, where the Bills do have 5 wins, but they have 4 losses. So technically, right now it's Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Patriots.
Wow,
which is crazy.
Wow.
Like
Buffalo.
Insane. So, and the Jets are only 2 games away from getting to the Dolphins. So the division's up in the air. We still got time, but the Bills, they are shaky right now, Sean. They are definitely shaky.
Yeah, unless they, look, again, they're 5-4. It's the middle of the year. But like you said, they have a gauntlet ahead of them. And this is one of those games that signified that. The Cincinnati Bengals, to their credit, they started rough, but we know this. When Joe Burrow and them boys get it going, it's hard to stop them. And Jamar Chase had a rough game. T. Higgins was the one who had over 100 yards. You know 100%. What I mean? So Cincinnati, hey, they're firing all cylinders, but the Bills, you're going to have to play Cincinnati, a KC, these tough teams in the playoffs. So you better figure it out now.
Get it together right now, because the playoffs is definitely going to be looking a little different on the AFC side.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Look, we have got to move on to another one of our segments that we like so much. Like it or not. Yeah, not is for sure. Yo, and the first one we're going to do, refs are calling in too many roughing the passer penalties. And Janae, I'm gonna play a clip from our game, and I just want to ask you your own opinion. I know you're a Cowboys fan, but try to be unbiased on this one.
I got
you. Football fan, is this a roughing the passer?
And I don't see the call. Mac Jones has the ball in his hands, and he takes.
Nah, Sean, I know you're going to be mad at me.
Come on now.
And it's not biased. You are no longer, as of the rule that they made this year, and you know about the rule, they cannot drive anymore. They have to literally hit and let go. And I'm not for the rule. I think the rule is bogus, but because he held on and took him down with the shoulder, and it's a flag.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know. This is the rule that they came with. I don't agree with the rule at all. But according to the rule, if you have your pads still in with the drive when you're taking them down, you're using your body to. I don't know. I told you they've made the game a little bit different than when we grew up.
A little bit.
Definitely a lighter game than when we grew up. I know they're trying to save the quarterbacks, but it gets to the point where a defensive player has been playing the same way for his whole life. Right. You change a rule. How can they change the way they hit? What are they supposed to do? Push them down now? Just push them.
I mean, at the end of the day, we play flag football.
Literally.
I mean, basically, look, and I get it. I get the piling on thing and the driving him into the ground and all that stuff. But if you look, the dude's head kind of went to the side. Like, he didn't even try to drive him in there. That, to me, and also what matters is the time that play that happened. It was a third down. We had sacked him. We were getting off the field, and that type of thing happens. And now all of a sudden, it's just like, what? So in general,
so true.
The refs have been calling more roughing the passer penalties. I do not like it. I get we're protecting. I get we're protecting the quarterback, but if we're gonna do it, and now the defensive players can't even make a tackle, I got a problem with that.
The defender cannot initiate a roll or lunge or forcibly hit the quarterback.
Wow. Come on now.
Even if contacted by another player. They are changing. Hitting the quarterback is no longer allowed below the knees. We knew that already.
Yeah.
They got once the pass has been released by a passer, a rusher defender may make direct contact with the passer only through the rusher's first step as he releases.
That's ridiculous.
So many new rules.
It's ridiculous. That's what it is. It's ridiculous. Because that's not that. But you can't sack the quarterback anymore. Might as well take that out the daggone game if you're gonna do all this. Come on, man. Oh my goodness.
I know, Sean. It sucks. I don't agree. I don't like it though. Tell us what you guys think. Do you guys think that it's gotten a little bit too these rules crazy?
Soft. Yeah. That's what it's gotten. Good gracious. But look, I don't want to get upset. I'm moving on from this. But we're gonna keep going in like it or not. And Janae, something that's actually been bothering me, so many players this year, starting with Aaron Rodgers at the start of the season, most recently, obviously Kirk Cousins, and I think Cam Akers. I don't know if that was an ACL or if that was an Achilles. Daniel Jones, another one. So many Achilles injuries, and I don't feel like we heard about this like 2 or 3 years ago. Now it's like everybody's getting an Achilles injury. What's going on?
I don't think they're drinking in milk. I don't know though. I honestly can't call it, but it seems like this is the biggest. I mean, look, Cam Akers.
Yeah.
Gone. Achilles, man. These Achilles are really taking everybody out. I mean, it's actually pretty crazy. It's crazy how J.K. Dobbins, Achilles, Kirk Cousins, you said him already. There are just so many players that are just going out from the Achilles. And it's not like you can come back from. Like, you have to get surgery and get better and wait till next year. But this is the next man up season, man. We've seen it so many times. I mean, sad Kirk Cousins had to go down, but when we know what Dobbs can really do with a put together team, if Kirk Cousins didn't go down, it just sucks that it's all these Achilles injuries. And I honestly don't know what it is. Like, do you feel like players aren't working out their feet a lot, or like the ankle area a lot?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I wish I could say, maybe it's something with their regimen. Maybe, like you said, you're not drinking the milk. They're not hydrated enough. But I really do not know. And when you're looking at some of these injuries, it's something simple. He tries to plant his foot and he push off.
Yes.
It's like, what? It just snapped? Like, and
literally.
You look at even the Aaron Rodgers one, you start looking at it, you're like, wow, how did that? It just seemed to happen so easily. You know what I mean?
Big time.
So
big time.
I don't know what it is. Anybody in the comments, if you guys know, let us know why there's been there's such a rash of Achilles injuries in the NFL this year.
100%. I don't know. Maybe they're not going full go at practice. I don't know.
You know what? You could be right, because I know a lot of times they definitely kind of go a little half
light step, and then when you got to go on Sunday, you full go. I don't know. I can't call it.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, that definitely do not like that. And real quick, we talked about this game. Josh Dobbs wins in his debut with Minnesota. Like Janae alluded to, Kat was saying he has photogenic memory, but what's more is the team could have easily just quit. Our quarterback's out. We got this other guy coming from random. We're not winning. We're struggling this year. But they surrounded this guy. They played with him. And I don't know if you saw it, but in the locker room after the game, Josh Dobbs comes in and they gave him a standing ovation. Coach hugged him like
they waited for him. They waited for him to walk in.
Right.
I mean, to come in and win on your first game after all those nerves and everything that you had to deal with, and being traded where you probably thought that you were doing a pretty daggone good job with the Cardinals and trying to make something happen out of nothing. But for you to be able to go to a team that needs you, that can actually do something with you, man, Sean, I think that he did a great job. Dobbs showed the world that he should be here. I don't know where he's going to be in the long run. I don't know what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins, but I think Dobbs deserves a spot on somebody's team. He's been working his butt off.
Absolutely. And I love seeing guys like this get their opportunity. We saw what he did at Arizona, and we saw how bad they were after he left. And then obviously you have this game where he comes in and does this for Minnesota. I mean, I don't know how many players have been traded midseason and got a win for two different teams in a single season. But hey, shout out to him, man. Hey, Josh Dobbs, much respect, man. Hopefully you can keep that thing moving.
I think they can, though. Buddy. I think they can. They won the last 4 games. Him coming in, winning that game. They got the Saints next. They got the Broncos after that. I think they're going to be all right.
It's a favorable schedule. They can definitely get it done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my partner over here alluded to another list that we're about to talk about. That since we didn't have the show last week, my team skipped said list. What list is that, ladies and gentlemen? Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Sean's team is hanging on by a little piece of toenail that just won't let the sheet go. They're holding on, so I won't put them in there yet. But we got some teams, Sean, that are definitely in the Mission Impossible category. We can go ahead and start off with the NFC East by themselves. The Giants are on that list. We got the 1-7 Carolina Panthers, the 1-8 Arizona Cardinals, and the rest of these teams 2-7. New England, New York, and Chicago. Man, I don't see any of these teams getting off the list, Sean. I think they are pretty much permanent.
Carolina and Arizona they're going for that number one pick, even though the Bears have their pick, so that's not helping. We know what Arizona's looking for. New England, I mean, it's not very encouraging to see their record and to see that we barely beat them. So, even though we're 2 games, we've got 2 more wins than they do. To have them on this list. You've talked about Belichick and he might be done. He looked frustrated out there yesterday.
Big time.
And it's not looking good. And then Giants lost their quarterback. Chicago, Fields has been out. Yeah, I don't see much improvement. I just don't see much improvement.
From either of these teams, I think they're all shooting for that bottom of the tier, that top NFL draft pick. I think we're looking at the top 5 right here. Man, Sean, I think that these teams got a tough road. But I did want to do an honorable mention, Sean, an honorable mention division, right? And that is the AFC North. Currently, right now in the AFC North, the Ravens are 7-2, but we have 3 teams that are all tied at 5-3. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals are all 5-3 right now. I feel like they should be in an honorable mention category because I feel like 3 other teams are probably going to make the playoffs. Just like we were last year. I mean, no other team has the 5-3, all of them having the 5-3. And currently the 5-3 record is the number 2 spot out there. Yeah. Everybody else, I mean, of course, you got the division leaders. Of course, you got the Dolphins, you got the Chiefs, and you got the Jaguars. But those 3 teams, the Steelers, the Browns, and Bengals, it looks like if it was called right now that those 3 teams would be the wild card teams.
They in that list, and I mean, the way it's shaping up right now, obviously they got to kind of pinball and play each other down the stretch. But the way it's shaping up right now, these guys, I mean, those guys in the AFC North, I mean, like 3, if 3 not
wild cards. I mean,
4
they have
teams.
the next best record. Right. They have the next best records, the 5-3 record. Those 3 teams in one division. They got to be the honorable mention. I know it's the Mission Impossible, but I had to put them out there because I'm just shocked that division right there is so close.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best. Yo, couple reverse those numbers, 3 and 5 teams. You got the Titans, the Broncos, the Chargers, who are actually up 14-3 tonight as we speak over the Jets, and Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and the Rams. Green Bay got a W. The Broncos beat the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. Tampa took the Houston to the wire. Any of these teams getting off this list?
Nope. Yeah. I can go ahead and say for sure that none of these teams are leaving the list.
Yeah.
The way they've been playing, I mean, no. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I just can't. None of these teams on this list right now are showing me any indication that they would make the playoffs.
Yeah. So, hey, looks like it's pretty far down. As you see, there's no 4 and 5 teams on there because if you have 4 wins, you don't need to be a Mission Impossible. All right, that's what we're gonna say right now.
You're not eliminated yet.
Right. It's a long season. It's a long season. All right, and if we don't need to have a show in a week where we might potentially be put on that list, that's fine with me. I could work extra hours. I'm not worried about it. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all sticking with us. We're here coming towards the end of the show, but you know what's going on. She's a Cowboys fan who thinks they're never going to lose. I'm a Washington fan that think we're a lot better than we are. So, hey, I know you want to ask the question. Go ahead and ask it.
That make me crazy. Does that make me crazy, baby? This is the section where me and Sean basically get to put 2 things out there, and we hope that you guys agree with us. Sometimes you may think they're crazy, but me and Sean absolutely think these things could absolutely happen. Sean, what is your first? Does that make me crazy?
Yo, my first is that make me crazy. I'm going to go for a team that my partner really likes. The Las Vegas Raiders. We saw that they lost. They fired Josh McDaniels. They fired their OC. They fired some of these coaches. And, Devontae Adams was saying all this stuff and pretty upset. But what I saw yesterday, albeit against a pretty bad Giants team, was I saw a team that came together, played together, and you know what? They looked like they might be playing for each other. Aiden O'Connell got in there, balled out. Josh Jacobs was running the ball pretty hard. Crosby, you in the locker room smoking a stogie. I hope it's a stogie. We don't know what he was smoking. But the Raiders, they showed up yesterday, got a huge get-right victory. And does that make me crazy, ladies and gentlemen? The Raiders will make the playoffs.
That make me crazy. I would actually love if the Raiders made the playoffs. My dad's a huge Raiders fan. I would love for that to happen. I don't think it will. But hey, Sean, I'm not going to call you crazy, man. I'm not going to call you crazy. But there is a team that I think, as of last week, should feel really daggone good about themselves. And I'm on that Sean bandwagon. I think there's a team that currently we didn't know if they were going to make the playoffs, let alone even be there because of the way they were shaky. But I think with that man Dobbs, the Vikings not only will make the playoffs, but I see them possibly winning out. I see them possibly winning out with their neurologists, neuroscientists, whatever,
right.
Just genius of a quarterback. I see them making the playoffs. I don't know if it's going to be a long run, but count the Vikings in for the playoffs.
Woo!
That make me crazy. Let's go.
I like that. Oh, I like that. Okay. Oh,
let's go.
Okay. Oh, I really like that. Go ahead, Josh Dobbs. I can dig it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I was being nice, but no longer.
Oh.
You saw how my quarterback can get hit. He could get hit and he could get knocked down. But see, there was a song that said, we fall down, but we get up. See, and every time Sam falls down, he gets up. And see, he understands that it's going to be a long journey. But yay! Though he walks through the valley of the shadow of the NFC East, he will fear no evil. No Micah Parsons, no Kayvon Thibodeau, no Hassan Reddick, no Sam Howell is going to lead the NFL in touchdowns by the end of the season. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. Sean, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Let's go. How, baby?
You are crazy. You are crazy. But you know what? I'm gonna let you have it, Sean, because that's just what I'm a good friend. So even though I think you're losing it,
wow.
All right, I got one for you.
Let's go.
There's a team out there who the world has been sleeping on. The world just can't seem to think that the quarterback can get them over the hump. The world seems to think that this quarterback can't quite make it. But I come to tell you. Hold my jacket. I came to tell you. I came to tell you, Sean, that my Cowboys and Dak Prescott, Bishop Prescott, will lead us to an NFC championship. And that's all I'm asking for. I didn't say Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to the championship. After the performance we just had, I need y'all to know we coming for you. We may have lost that, but we're going to win the race. Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy. Let's go. Let's go.
What? Yeah. What?
You heard it. Championship, baby.
What? What? What?
That's it.
I don't know what you want, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna be there to help you out when you come down from whatever you want, because this is craziness. Absolutely.
We're gonna come join you on the couch. Join you.
I told you the turnaround is coming.
Like you tell me every year.
Oh.
Come on and have a seat. Come on, have a seat by me.
Hey, one of us won this weekend. That's all I know.
I ain't talked to you in 2 weeks when your team lost twice in a row. That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. You see how we do. We're coming to the last segment of the show, and you already know how we get down on this show. We love to do the down and dirty, baby. The down and dirty is how me and Sean end this show. We always want to keep it on a positive note. As a matter of fact, other shows are trickling to do with this because it ends on a positive, happy, good note. And we just hope whatever we got to say that you receive it in love, because that's all we want to do on this network is bring love. All right, Sean, what is your down and dirty?
Yeah. Yo, my down and dirty today is awareness. We need to make sure that we are aware of our surroundings. A lot of times it gets very easy for us to get caught up in your day-to-day life. You know, you're working, you got to get food, you got to take care of the laundry, the dishes, the garbage, everything. There's so many things, bills, taxes, family, everything's going on. And sometimes we can miss those things that are right in front of us. Yeah. We can miss those people that need us. You guys know I do a lot of videos and I do a lot of the editing and a lot of stuff where I'm looking up, just different clips and things like that. And I was watching one of the shows and I, while it was live, I was kind of casually watching it. And then I watched it later and I more intently watched it and I started to notice something that I hadn't seen before. And one of the things I noticed was that there was a member of, the family that was going through, and it kind of really struck me, and it hit me in such a way that I broke down, and I was just kind of like, I was more not upset. I was upset for the situation, but I was more upset that, you guys, everybody calls me the OG, everybody calls me, God, for all this nonsense, all this stuff, but I was more upset that how did I miss this? How did I not see that one of the people around me is hurting and going through? So I immediately reached out to said person. I immediately addressed it and just, I wanted to apologize just for not being aware of things, getting caught up in all this and that and trying to make this happen and trying to do that. Do not miss those little moments with those people, with those that care, those that are here and around you. Don't miss those interactions in that conversation. If you talk to somebody and you kind of get a feel like something ain't right, follow that hunch. Talk to them. Don't sit there and be like, I'm good. it'll be okay. Buddy. Because there's too many stories of people that have done that and then something happened.
That's it.
So you make sure that you are aware of the situations going on around you. Make sure that you check on the people around you and just, make sure, stay vigilant, baby. Stay vigilant, stay visual. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's absolutely true, man. Stay vigilant, man. Because you're right. Just by you noticing that piece, you could have been that saving for that person, something, a comfort for that person because you knew they were going through. So absolutely be vigilant because that's what good friends do. We try our hardest to do that, man. That was great. All right, so for my down and dirty today is it's not a dumb thing to turn the other cheek or to walk away.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing for you to be the bigger person, right?
Yeah.
I have noticed so much through social media that just one little small thing could be the decision that you make to retaliate.
Yep.
there are so many people right now that make a mistake, but that mistake could be a mistake where you got to pay with the law, a mistake that you gotta, lose your job. There are so many things. Road rage. Come on, you think about the little things in life. Road rage. Somebody doesn't say, something nice to you, or somebody says something disrespectful to you. Something, we have to learn that people, we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what's wrong with them. We sometimes have to show grace so they can see grace, right? Yes. We got to show them, okay, you may be upset. I'm going to let you go through your upset, but I'm not going to put what you got going on me for me to react to you. We have to realize that we are good people. We are great people. Yep. And we got to show other people what it looks like to be great people. Come on now. There are situations where you may want to lose your temper. You may want to get mad over something. You may want to kirk out or argue or whatever. Sometimes it's okay to be the bigger person, because you got to show a person what grace looks like, what forgiveness looks like, what being non-phased looks like, because they're going to look at you and say, man, I wonder what Janae's drinking on, because I need that. I wonder why Sean didn't flip out on me after I just called him a name or I just did something to him. What's up with that? I just cut them off on the side of the street and that person's just waving at me saying, have a great day. We have to remember that those split seconds of us choosing to make a wrong decision could impact us for the rest of our lives. Absolutely. Remember, nothing anybody else does should dictate your day, right? Right. Yeah. You woke up having a good day. Don't let that crazy person on the highway mess up your day. You woke up and had a good day. Don't let a boss or a coworker disrupt your day. You got to be the example. And I know sometimes it's hard, but remember those split decisions of you allowing that person to taint and infect your energy. You're just giving that person power over you, and you have the power. You have the power to now make the situation a good thing, make the situation a positive thing. Because, you don't know how people woke up that morning, and it could have been a bad day. They could have lost a family member. They could have been just not having a great day. But you could be the person to turn all of that around. Just like Sean said, be vigilant. Okay, I hope everything's okay. Do you need to talk? They may need to talk. You never know if anybody's in their life that they can have a conversation with. Maybe they don't have the outlet as everybody else or some other people have. Remember, you be the light, so then that way they can see what it looks like when somebody doesn't let things affect them. Because at the end of the day, I'm seeing so many situations where a split second of you deciding to retaliate, I'm going to punch this person in the face. Now you got to do days in jail for assault because you let that person make you so mad that you are going to fight them. Somebody cut you off on the street. You want this person shooting at somebody in a car because of road rage. Yeah. You don't know what people are going through. Don't stoop to people's level. You just keep your positive head. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully that person will learn from you. Because that's what we need in this world. Positivity and people to learn from other positive people. And that's down and dirty, baby.
Preach it. Let's go. I love it.
Go.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I absolutely love that. Yeah, buddy. That was the down and dirty, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. But look, hey, there we are. Another week is in the books. One of us got a victory, and the other one is Janae. And we just want to tell you we love y'all and we appreciate.
We love y'all so much, man. This show would not be nothing without y'all. And it'd be nothing with Sean giving me the business every week. But it's okay.
Come on.
You see, he's going to learn from me because I didn't give him the business when he lost these last couple of weeks. I've been a good person, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep it calm, cool, collected, and let him see the grace. Let him see it. But we truly enjoy it. We hope you guys tune in next week, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Next Monday, it's going down. Week 10 is about to be in the books. Yeah. And we are pumped up for it, Sean. I'm ready.
Let's do it. I cannot wait, man. Let's go ahead and take us out of here, man.
All right, Washington, take this L. All right, I am Janae Struthers.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. We'll see y'all next week. We love y'all. Let's go.
Peace.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Struthers.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Struthers.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.